Well, as I was saying, Nigerians really are people who really want to make it by all means necessary. And the situation in Nigeria is exacerbated by the fact that there was a lot of issues of corruption. Very few people have the wealth of the country in their hands. And that gave rise to people falling prey to criminal tendencies. We have people who are trafficking in human person. They carry young people in the name of taking them to school in countries around the world. Especially, there is a high concentration of Nigerian girls in Italy who come from a particular area within Nigeria. They are mostly from one state around the middle, what they call Benin and those states around there. They have a high rate of girls trafficking to put them into harlotry in order to make money. And these girls go because, like I did say, everybody wants to be seen as a big man or big woman in Nigeria. So there are criminal tendencies and people fall prey. Some will send letters to you out there and tell you, I'm the son and daughter of this man, that man, I have oil, or I have money stacked away, or my father has money somewhere, so give me your account number. And some people fall victim. They we call them 419 scams. They do it. And sometimes, you see, there is what we call impunity. Impunity is people doing things and going unpunished. If you go to some of the crises we have in Nigeria, you see, what I have here is an artificial limb. This is not real hand, this is rubber, this is plastic. I lost it because I was manipulated to hate the people. And there are several people who of course, in the course of defending the church, I lost my hand and many were killed. Now, these days, what happened is that when people are arrested for criminal activities, they are excused as saying they are defending the church or defending the mosque. So you find that religious leaders go behind to give money to security people, agents, or intimidate the police to give them bribe and ask the people to be released. Tomorrow again they go burn places. So there is this level of criminality, injustice to justice, where people go with impunity to cause problems. There are quite in short, sometimes there are criminal people who are arrested and not tried. They can bribe their way out. They give money to security to go away. Of course, there are instances people who are killed. Criminals are killed even before they are tried. A similar example is the Boko Haram man who was arrested in the city of Maiduguri. Before he was tried, he was shot by the security. So you find out that there is what we call killing before justice. That happened in some places. Well, about security on our streets, there are certain places that one will go, of course, he will not feel safe because, of course, like I said, people want to make money by all means. So these areas where you have some criminals attacking people are quite few in the country anyway, but it does happen. It does happen. So these are some of the challenges we have as far as crime that I know is concerned. But what I want to warn people is that we should receive any email telling you a daughter or son of this man has touched money, don't respond. Report that person quickly to the security, because in that way you can checkmate those evils that are happening. Now, corruption again is a very big issue. Why I say corruption is a very big issue, very few people have a lot of money. But my challenge also is this: they get this money and they stash them away they come to Europe, they come to America to buy a whole street. I know of one man who has a whole street, who was a government officer, who served in the government, but he had a whole street somewhere in Denmark. Why do you receive the money? And I think what the international community will help the Nigerian people or people of Africa is that when our leaders come with money, find out how did they get this money, because some of this money are blood money. We don't have roads because one person wants to have a lot of money for his family alone. So what do we do with such people? We have to collaborate. You find out now they are talking about Gaddafi's money. They want to confiscate his money. They want to freeze his money. Why did he allow the money in the first place to go there? Is he doing business or is he a government person? So we have people eating the health of people in times of, I want to be secure. I want to keep money for generation that I do not know. One person having billions of dollars. I think the Europe and the West need to help Africa by rejecting those money and telling the people to invest, because the criminality is two ways. There must be a receiver and there must be a giver. So around the world, you must help us to checkmate those people. Having said this, if you come to our schools, our educational system are also terribly bad. Why? Because some people have stolen money allocated to education, to their pockets. Some have allocated money to money allocated for health to their pockets. And you see what? They come to Europe for medical health. Why one man alone can build a system with the money he has stolen, either in Swiss bank or in UK or in Europe or in France, Italy, wherever. They steal this money. What you will help us is follow this account and send back the money to our country so that we can stop coming to your country. Let me also say one other thing that is happening. You manufacture weapons and send to us. And then you don't use the weapons and we use it. And then we send refugees. And that's why everybody is coming to your country. Because when you fight, when you send the weapons and we fight, then we look for political asylum. And then we come to your country. Stop sending weapons to Africa. Send food. Send industries. Send development. Then you will not have problems of people coming over. If we are comfortable in our country, we will not come to your country. So these are some of the things that we have. There must be a collaboration between the West and civil society organizations who are out looking for justice, who are out to checkmate the evil of their society, who are out to check the corrupt people in our society, who are out to stop this injustice by empowering those local civil society organizations to combat and fight these strong politicians, head of states, senators, MP, members of parliaments, that when they sneeze, they run to Europe for medical checkup, while people are dying on the roads because they have diverted, they have misappropriated monies. And except justice is done, except people are arrested and tried, Africa will continue to invade your country. So this is our request and this is our prayers. Help us to checkmate evil. Don't send weapons, send food, send industry, and stop accepting people who are evil in your society. Send them back to our country to face justice, to face the law. Otherwise, the world will be polluted. And both Europe and the West will be responsible for what we are passing through. Thank you.